So I don't want to make this video too long, but you guys have been emailing me in regards to suing the consumer reporting agencies, saying that you are not getting any results. And I just want to talk a little about how your letters should be set up and what the process looked like when you're trying to go for a successful lawsuit. Okay, we're going to talk a little about that. I'm going to try not to be too long because sometimes my videos go on and on, but I'm going to try to make it about 5 minutes or less. So let's say you got errors on your consumer report. The first thing you want to do is notify them of the errors. Okay, send them a notice in regards to your errors that's on your consumer report. Errors happen. You never want to go in making a claim. You always want to notify them first, because if you are eventually trying to go to court, that's how the courts is going to look at it. It was an error. Did you give them time to correct the error? So never go in making claims. Always notify them of the errors. Let's say after you sent the notice, they come back and their response is it was verified or accurate. Okay, cool. Your next letter is going to be to reinvestigate it. Reinvestigate this information that you say is verified or accurate. You say it's verified, but I see inaccurate information. Send them a highlighted attachment pointing out the inaccurate information. So tell them to investigate the inaccurate information, showing that they followed reasonable procedure according to 15 USC 1681 EB. And according to the law, it says they have 5 days to send you back the results of their reinvestigation. So let's say their response is, we got information from the furnisher stating that the information is accurate or verified. Your third notice should be asking them for the description of the reinvestigation procedure. Okay? The information you got from the furnisher, I need a description of the procedures that you used. How did you go about your investigation? What procedures did you use to determine that the information is accurate? So you got to understand, when you are asking the consumer reporting agencies for the procedure and the description, by law, they must provide you that information. Now, there's a section in the FCRA, and it talks all about how the consumer reporting agencies should go about investigating a consumer report according to 15 USC 1681 AE. So according to that subsection, the consumer reporting agencies have to obtain a lot of information on you, the consumer, in order to determine whether or not the information on your consumer report is 100% accurate. They can't just send you random results. No, they have to actually provide you lots of information. Now, you got to remember, they obtain this information from the financial institution. Now, the consumer reporting agencies have to have written instructions from you to even put any information on your consumer report. According to 15 USC 1681, permissible purpose. Did you give them permissible purpose? That is a part of the description. That should be in your file. Where's the written instructions? Certain things you need to make sure that you're holding them accountable for. So they obtain information from the financial institution. You, the consumer, have to give the consumer reporting agencies written consent, saying that it's okay to even put that information on your consumer report. They should also have in your file disclosure forms. Disclosure forms from a financial institution. 15 USC 6802 says that the furnisher has to provide you disclosure forms. All of that information should have been sent to the consumer reporting agency. So when you're asking them to reinvestigate the account, making sure that it's 100% accurate, there's certain information they must provide. They have 15 days to provide you that. So let's say they don't respond to the 5 days or the 15 days. 15 USC 1681I A5 and 15 USC 1681I A1 talks about how unverified information must be deleted from your consumer file. So if they are responding, you just continue your 3-step administration process. 1, notice for disputed accuracy. Okay, that'll be your first one. 2, the reinvestigation, notice to reinvestigate. And 3, the description of the reinvestigation procedure. So if you are not satisfied with the results after administrating your process and inaccurate information is still reported, then you need to move forward with legal matters. It's time to sue them. So what I've learned from the consumer reporting agencies over the years, if you are not disputing correctly, it is not going to help you, especially when it comes to going to court. You have to administrate the process correctly. You have to implement the right laws. You have to give them enough time. You have to keep track of information. You have to keep records. You have to speak the right language in order to have successful disputes and to have a successful lawsuit. And the one thing about going to court and having it be a successful lawsuit, you have to have track record showing that outside of court, you tried to handle this matter. I can't say that enough. Your case will get dismissed if the court feel like you have not given them enough time to handle the situation. After the third letter, most people shoot straight and file a lawsuit, but that is not the correct way to do things. That is the greatest way to get your claim thrown out of court. I've seen it happen several times. Why? Because the court wants to see a demand letter included with your claim. So a demand letter is a notice sent to the other party demanding payment before you sue them. They want to see if you try to get the other party to pay for damages. So before you file your claim, you want to give them another chance by sending a settlement demand letter, okay? You don't want to file a claim right away. So your demand letter should include how much you feel they owe you for violating you. You also want to include why you feel you are entitled to that money. You got to be very clear on what it is you're asking for in your settlement. You want to include the laws they violated, the requirements that was failed, any adverse action that was taken against you. You want to have all your proof. For example, if you went to the dealership and tried to purchase a car and you were denied, that's adverse action taken against you. So let's say your mission for purchasing the vehicle was to get back and forth to work from a job you were offered prior to you going to the dealership. You being denied is affecting your mode of living. So you want to take in consideration these factors when you are calculating your claim amount. So if you were denied credit, you want to make sure you get the adverse action letter from that financial institution that denied you. That adverse action is affecting you financially. Okay, now you're financially unstable. From my experience, most of the time, they would send you an invitation to mediate to avoid going to court. So for those who's reaching out in regards to suing the consumer reporting agencies, these are the steps that you must take. Okay, you got to administrate your process the correct way. So I just broke down exactly how you need to dispute and how to set yourself up for a successful lawsuit. So I'm gonna break it down again. You wanna send your notice to dispute the accuracy of the information. And after that, you wanna send your reinvestigation notice, then the description of the reinvestigation. If they're not responding, you wanna demand that they delete the unverified information. You're gonna give them 30 days to delete that information. After the 30 days is up and you still haven't, got your desired results, then you want to send the settlement demand letter, okay? Give them 10 days, then you file your claim. So I hope that was clear enough for you guys so you can go in, do your studying, and construct your letters the right way so you can get the results that you desire. For those who are needing more guidance, we do provide a dispute to lawsuit package, and it includes all the letters that we discussed today. So if you have already administrated your dispute process and now you want to know the proper way to file a claim, set up a consultation call. Someone will be happy to consult with you. And remember, we are not giving legal advice. This is all from experience, education, and information we are providing you. Don't wait to be great.